Hello, listeners. Welcome to another episode of the podcast, The Emotional People. Today, I want to talk to you about something which is very vital to handle emotions of oneself and also of others, and that is acceptance. Many of us don't know the importance of accepting things, which is very crucial and very important in playing the role on how you balance your emotions. Acceptance is very vital as it is important in facing our present condition in all of its awful implications. Statements such as, this isn't fair, I don't deserve this isn't how it's supposed to be, however true it may be, will only hasten or increase our suffering. It is of no benefit to anybody and it just aggravates whatever you are experiencing, be it pain, be it agony, or whatever emotions that you are going through. It is just going to aggravate. And acceptance has a very important role to play there. To use a mundane example, consider being stuck in a traffic, a situation where you have little control. It's tempting and berating yourself for not leaving earlier, for living in a congested city, or hate the person who is causing the traffic because he didn't check his gauge or whatever it is before leaving home. In these moments, we can either get worked up into a frenzy and over the injustice and just keep complaining and aggravating the situation, or we take a deep breath and accept that it is not it is and that's beyond our control. Yes, it isn't only a feeling of being victimized in life in small or in large ways that creates the suffering. Sometimes it's even our attempt to replace painful thoughts with happy ones create the suffering. Many a times when we experience these kind of situations, we do not look, or maybe I can say the brain doesn't even make you aware to think on the brighter aspects of life, which brings in this feeling of acceptance. For example, when somebody goes towards painful feelings, as illustrated in the work of the famous psychologist and neuroscientist Lisa Barrett, she advises people in particular to get into the granularity of their emotions. If there is something that's making you sad, she mentions in her book that try to get even deeper in your exploration and description. Ask yourself whether it is just sadness or is it actually despair, grief, misery, agony, rejection, insecurity, sorrow, defeat, or is it just anger? Which is basically going deep dive into the problem or whatever emotion you are experiencing. And because of that, as you go deep and deep, she says you can just get away from it, which is basically accepting yourself. So, why should you get more specific? Barrett, who wrote the book How Emotions Are Made in 2017, found that higher emotional granularity was associated with lower needs for medication, fewer hospitalization in case somebody is having some mental problems, or greater flexibility in regulating emotions. Barrett, though, doesn't recommend that we dwell on the feeling, but rather than that, we try to explore its shape and boundaries and increase its definition. And this helps one also to accept whatever they are experiencing. This power of radical acceptance can also be found in exposure therapy, which is a form of CBT or cognitive behavioral therapy. In exposure therapy, participants are guided to gradually turn up the heat on events or outcomes that they most fear, dread, or seek to avoid. And this form of therapy can be done by imagining the experience, and which in turn helps them to go into that zone and start seeing things in a different perspective. And over the time, as they experience this more and more, they tend to accept it. And as a result, they overcome or they come out of that experiences when it occurs in real time. Let me share a very important and a very critical thing that could be useful when you really feel of something and you don't know what to do or you don't get that acceptance feeling. That is being grateful, which is something which many people don't understand the power that it can bring into. When you see the extreme, the end of what could happen in life, it is always a grateful feeling to accept things. Let's say you're facing death. We all know death is inevitable. And when you start seeing things at that perspective, you start naturally to accept things and be grateful for just being alive. Also, things like meditation, also known as mindful meditation, is a common way to practice radical acceptance. Since the goal is to observe whatever thoughts and feelings arise and then return to the breath mantra or whichever else anchors the practitioner to be present, it helps a lot one to get into that acceptance mode. The difference between meditation and the techniques of exposure is that the latter is intentionally encouraging one to bring the mind into the worst case scenario, whereas meditators are commonly instructed to simply observe and accept what appears, positive or negative, and then just watch it pass. A very important and a very good form of meditation that I have experienced is Vipassana, which again from the learnings of Lord Buddha says the same thing, that one has to accept and one starts to accept things as they are, and that helps in a great way in balancing one's emotions. That's all I had to share in this episode. I hope it gives you some insights and helps you to practice this form of acceptance and in overall benefit and become a better human being in terms of your emotions and overall well-being. Thank you for listening, and I'm sure you must have heard the previous episodes as well, where I have shared a lot of things about how our brain works, the different kind of things that we experience, and on various topics. And as a listener, I will keep sharing more things to you, which I'm sure will give you value add and help you to do something better. Do reach out to me if you need any help or any assistance with, because I have my links also shared, and looking forward to your continued support. Thank you. Good day.